Hey everybody, Pelicantacos here, pushing your 9 to Titan. How did I do it? Well, it took a little bit of time, but do you want your base to look like this? Yes you do. I know you do. Well, today we're going to talk about some tips, some tricks, some strategies, and everything that you need to know as you take your Townhall 9 up to Titan. This is a conglomeration of a bunch of different work that I have done over the past several months as I have gathered how on earth do you take a Townhall 9 up to Titan. Well, here it is. All right, your checklist. First thing that you need to do is make sure that you have enough patience. Patience is a huge aspect in this game. You gotta make sure that you have the time and the patience in order to do this. Money-wise, I spent maybe $20 total, I think, on this push in order to gem my troops, and that is a big thing. So make sure you have a little bit of cash on hand. Now, $20 isn't that much. I was able to get my champions reward, which was very, very nice. You gotta make sure that gave me an extra $2,000 to get the League All-Star. That was hugely helpful. In terms of troops, making sure you have everything upgraded as a Townhall 9. My King and Queen are at 19 and 18 respectively. I would suggest at least 15 or above. You want to make sure you have your max golems for Townhall 9. Level 4 golems, Lava Hounds level 2. Dragons I upgraded on my way, so that wasn't that big a deal, but for the most part, when you're looking at your troops, you want to make sure that you have all of them upgraded. So, like I said, Dragons, I had level 3 on the way, but upgraded them in the process when I got enough Dark Elixir. You want to make sure you have your balloons all the way and wall breakers as well. But Lava Hounds and Golems, these are the ones you want up as well. These guys are so strong. You got to make sure that they are upgraded for the different strategies that we're going to be using. The amount of gold that you need, the amount of elixir that you need, I thought I was going to need a lot more than I actually did, but you don't. I saved up. It didn't actually store anything. I just kept it as I was going up. It wasn't a big deal. The different languages, I want to talk about this as well. Your languages, I don't know if you know much about this, but the languages seem to make a big difference in terms of the different bases that I see. I typically will go into Portuguese, Netherlands, Turkey, China, and Saudi Arabia, and Arabic down there in the bottom. So those are the ones that I typically search in when I'm looking for bases. They seem to be better when I need to find specific types of bases. The different language seems to help. Not sure if it actually does, but officially, Clash of Clans has said it doesn't, but for the most part, I think it does. I've seen it in my Townhall 2, I've seen it in my Townhall 9, especially in Titan. Now that I'm searching for bases in Titan, I definitely notice a difference. I'm finding way more bases in the Chinese languages than I am in English. Clouds are a lot shorter in the Chinese languages than they are in the English languages. Your clan, need to have a good clan. Need to have people who can help donate to you. You want those guys who are able to donate over and over again, especially the level 5 golems. You got to find someone who can donate to you level 5 golems over and over again. That by far was one of those biggest things. You need to find a good clan. All right, let's talk about gemming right now. There's awesome gem boosts, and that's really good. But for the most part, make sure you are doing the math on how many barracks you need to gem. Do you want to gem 1, 2, 3, or 4? On the gem boost, it's really nice. Dragons, I tend to boost all of them. And on GoGiWiz later on, I tend to boost it just 2. And with the BAM and so forth, you didn't need to boost any. When you're doing Lavaloonian, boosting the dark barracks, boosting one of them is really all that you need. And now that it is 1 hour boosting, that is very helpful for you as well. When you are attacking using your shield, attacking on your shield is actually very good. You are able to attack for a very long time, especially when you can get a 3-hour attack cost, a 4-hour attack cost. Attacking over your shield is very good. Having your 2-hour guard as well is very helpful. Having shields is very good. Saving some money and gems for shields is very helpful to take a break when you need it. But let's move on to the most important part, and that is the attack strategies. My first strategy is the BAM, or Barching, whichever one you would choose. But the biggest thing that you need to look for when you're starting down in the silver, the gold, and the crystal you need to look for bases that are easy. Go for the loot. Go for the stuff on the outside, and if you can just get a ton of loot, that's what I did. This is the super fastest way to train your troops, is to fill up your army camps with barbarians, archers, and minions. Get them in there, attack on the outside. You guys are all familiar with BAN. This is a very classic raid of getting them in there, getting all the loot. Look at this, pretty easy for the little amount of loot elixir that I trained all of these troops. I get a ton back. So very, very good raid for you here, bringing them in, and look at this. They're getting all the way through with my king and queen as well. They're going to take everything out. No problem whatsoever to get a 3-star on this Town Hall 8 from a Town Hall 9. You will see a ton of Town Hall 8s down here, and just continue to do that. Continue to look. Here's a Town Hall 9, a ton of loot. Look at that, 700k. Very, very good for you. You want to find bases like this, and again, just pick off the outside with your barbarians, archers, and minions. You will have no problem whatsoever getting up to crystal. Not a big deal at all. And hopefully you'll find bases like this. These are the crazy bases that are just out there. People thinking, ooh, I'm going to do a defenseless, or I'm going to do a no wall base. Here it is. So easy for the BAM strategy. Get everybody in there. Get the barbarians, archers, and minions all the way across, and get all that loot and get out of there. And get up to crystal. That is the biggest goal. That is what you want to do, because it doesn't take hardly anything and hardly any time to train all of these troops. So this will get you up there real quick, and then it is on to Crystal and Masters. Well, in Crystal and Masters, mainly in Masters, and then all the way up to Champions, I used the Lavaloonian. Now this is a mix of lava hounds, balloons, minions, rage spells, haste, and so forth. As you're bringing your troops in, you're looking for the air defense, you're looking for all of these ways that you can take out the air defense. And now as a Town Hall 9, if you bring in your lightning and your earthquake spells, especially in their clan castle, this strategy will totally rock all the bases that you're going up against. These attacks are from before the update, so I was bringing in rage and haste. But now looking back at it, I'd highly recommend bringing in 4 lightning and 2 earthquakes and taking out those air defenses. That would be a really big help to you. I think it would. So the idea here is to bring in your balloons on the outside, drop in the hounds right after that, and then minions to take out the rest of the damaged buildings that are around there. So if you can bring in your king and queen, getting them to funnel into the middle would ideally be the case, where you'd want them to funnel in right through the center there. That would be the best strategy. But for the most part, bringing your balloons in and them taking out every single one of the buildings around the defenses and so forth. So here it is, taking everything on the outside, coming back in, and then they will come into the middle and they will attack that town hall down there, no problem. They finish up around the outside, then they get in the middle and they get the town hall, get the elixir and so forth. Boom, there it is, 3-star up in crystal. And for the most part, I brought in 4 lava hounds. You could try 3 or 2. You're able to bring a lot more balloons in that way and a lot more minions. And I think that definitely would work. But now, again, like I said, bringing in the lightning spell, bringing in the earthquake to take out those air defenses would be really helpful for you. The reason why you don't do dragons and so forth, as we do later on, is because the loot bonus is just not that great. You're just not able to get up there and bring in all of those expensive troops to come in and take out the buildings. So, lava hounds, bringing it in there. They are expensive dark elixir wise, but not that much when you are finding really good loot in Crystal and in Masters. These guys coming in around, going after all of the defenses. That is the great thing about the balloons. I really like, especially if you find, look at this, air defenses upgrading. Man, when people have got their air defenses upgrading, you can go after them no problem whatsoever. So here it is. Bring them around Town Hall 9. You'll find a lot of Town Hall 9s down here. I would suggest attacking Town Hall 9s for the most part if you're a Town Hall 9, and occasionally attacking in Town Hall 10 if you can. Once you get better at these strategies, the Town Hall 10 attacks aren't as big a deal. Especially when you find a Town Hall 10 that is drained. Look at this. Infernos are drained. Expos are drained. Everything is drained. And look at the loot on this. Almost 600k. 3,000 dark elixir. We are going to go after this one, no problem. We're going to see how much we can get. But we're bringing in our lava hounds in there as well. They're going to go after the air defenses. That is the nice thing about the lava hounds, is they drain all of the air defenses. Boom, bringing up the lava pups. And there they are going around. Are they going to stay alive? Let's see. But here comes the lava hounds, and the loot is going to be ours on this Town Hall 10 base. No big deal from the DDD. So this is our second strategy after BAM, is bringing in lava hounds, bringing in the balloons and the minions and so forth. So there it is. And now we're going to move on to my big champion strategy. Here we have the GoGiWiz. GoGiWiz, the golems, the giants, the wizards, and everything else that is in there. But for the most part, when you are up in champions, you are going to find some awesome Town Hall 8s. I sure hope you do. They were really, really good for me. The loot that the Town Hall 8s have is usually pretty good because they're trying to save up and get their way up to Town Hall 9, I assume, for the most part. But bringing in the giants, the golems, and the wizards, you want to bring in enough wall breakers and jump spells in order to get them through the base. Town Hall 8s are usually no big deal, but the basic attack strategy here is to bring in the golems first, spread out, usually 3 golems. I bring level 5 golem in my clan castle, get a Town Hall 10 or 11 clanmate who can give you a level 5 golem would be really, really helpful. But you spread them out, you get them in there, you bring in the wall breakers along with them as well so that they can attack there, get the walls down, bring the wizards around so that you can get the wizards attacking on the outside, and then bringing in your giants to back up the golems so that they can go after the defenses as well. The giants are a big, big help. Get them in there and being able to allow them to take down the rest of the defenses while the golems take out all of the attack damage from the defense buildings. Bringing in 2 jump spells was my favorite. I like to bring in 2 so that they get the giants and the golems all around. You're bringing in your king and your queen after that finally, and then taking out as much of the base as possible. With the updates that you got, the free spells at Town Hall 9, I really, really like that with the golem, giant, and wizard raids, because you could freeze those Teslas, you could freeze the Expos, you could freeze the Infernos when you were going after 10s, no big deal. So here it is. Golem is taking out all of the damage, is taking the brunt of every wizard tower and expo and cannon, while the queen goes at it and the king is just walking around getting everything on the outside. And this is going to be an easy 3-star for me as a Town Hall 9. Boom, and 19 trophies, 100%, 700k, which is really, really nice. So again, Town Hall 9s are going to be the ones you're going to be looking for. You want to be able to spread out your golems there. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not, especially how many ever wall breakers you bring. At the end, when I was about to go into dragons, I started bringing in 9 wall breakers. On those purple walls, 2 wall breakers leveled up all the way is no big deal. But on the level 10 walls, you need 3 wall breakers at this level in order to get past them, and that was very, very crucial. So I had 3 wall breakers per golem. As long as you timed it right and the mortars or the wizard towers did splash damage, does not kill the wall breakers, you were doing pretty good. So here it is. I'm going to come around the outside with my king. My giants are going after the rest of the defenses there, and boom, there it is, another 3-star on a Town Hall 9 in Champions. Now this attack strategy got me all the way up to Champions 1. I really, really liked it. I know that there's the Go Wipe, but for some reason the GoGiWiz really, really was enjoyable for me. I liked the giants. I liked how the giants took out the Inferno towers, the damage that they were able to inflict or get inflicted upon by the Infernos and so forth. And obviously these are the kind of bases, the Town Hall 10 bases you're just looking for. Look at this, almost 900k total in the loot, 3.5 dark, getting in there to the Town Hall in the middle, taking out the Infernos, taking out the Town Hall, and no big deal. As my wizards go around the outside, they're just picking off everything. Look at that in the bottom there. Wizards are just taking everything while the golems are taking all of the damage. Wizards are just going after and going crazy down there. The way they walked around and followed those golems is really, really nice. You'll get the hang of it as you get more and more practice with it, but very, very good against the Town Hall 10s as well. All right, and here is actual Townhall 10 with Infernos and Expos and so forth. He's got a Tesla upgrading. Not the greatest max Townhall 10 by no means, but was able to do quite a bit of damage on this. And this is kind of what you want to look for, especially as you get higher and higher up. You want to be able to attack these Townhall 10s. So bringing in the Golems, going to bring in a jump spell here in just a second. There it is, bringing those guys over, getting rid of that mortar. The Expo is going after that Golem, which is really, really nice. And here comes the Inferno Tower on that Golem. Level 5 Golems, gosh, highly recommend that you have level 5 Golem in your clan castle. By all means, is going to be the best way for you to get a lot of damage taken by him. Especially, look at this, all of these Infernos going after all of my guys. Golems still alive. King getting there in the middle, backed by the Wizards, who are getting totally taken out by the Inferno. But man, that King was able to take out, look at this, he is still getting hit. Queen still getting tagged. There it is. Really, really nice. Would highly recommend, one of the things I'd recommend too, is when the Golems break and when your Queen goes invisible, the targets are redirected to the nearest target. And that is very, very helpful piece of information that I would use. Right, now it is on to the next strategy of dragons. Dragons are lovely. They are so great. They're so powerful. And as you are searching for bases in Titan, on your way to Titan Champions 1, you're going to find a lot of Townhall 9s for 4 trophies, 5 trophies, 6 trophies. And, you know, depending on, most of the time I tried not to go less than 10 trophies for a Townhall 9. But sometimes, you know what, when you find a base like this with 4 air defenses upgrading, and look at the loot on this guy. I just took him out. I just said, you know what, I'm going to come and I'm going to attack this guy. I don't really care. The loot's pretty good, everything. So with the dragons, totally different strategy. Normally, on this one, like I said, the air defenses are upgrading, so I'm not going to use my lightning in the same fashion that I normally would. But you're going to drop the lightning spell on the air defenses. You're going to use the earthquakes to destroy them. You're going to bring in maybe a rage, an earthquake, and a potion for you so that you can rage those dragons. When those dragons are raged, they are so very, very strong. They're strong anyway, but you get the rage spell on them, and they're awesome. So spread them out from the side that the air defenses are down, and then you're going to sweep them across. Look at this. Man, he's getting zapped, and he's still taking out, man, all of his damage. Boom, here come several more dragons down there. Looking good. Looking good. I got almost 450k. There it is. Now I'm going to bring in my Golem. This is the second part of the strategy, is to bring in your Golem, level 5 Golem again, and your King and your Queen to take out the extra, especially with Townhall 10s, to take out that enough damage to get to 50% and hopefully get the Town Hall as well. So as we move on farther, we will look at other attacks against Townhall 10s, as well as even Townhall 11s in Legend. Boom, that dragon is still alive, and you're able to take out everything here. No big deal. Awesome. 7 trophies for that Townhall 9. Love it. All right, let's look at this one. Diego, let's get you, man. We do have 8 dragons, 7 loons, 6 wall breakers, 6 archers, 1 barbarian, 3 minions, level 5 golem in the clan castle, and our king and queen 18 plus. So I started using the 4 lightning spells, the 2 earthquakes as well. This was very, very helpful for me. Really, really enjoyed using this because you're able to take out 2 air defenses. When you're attacking with the dragon raids, you want to look out for the air sweepers. That was one of the things. For some reason, it's really hard for me to find the air sweepers in the middle of the base, but you use the 2 lightning on that. Look, I took out the air defense. I'm going to take out that air defense there, and now I've got the air sweeper there. It is pointing at my dragons, but it's going to be all right as I'm bringing my dragons in here. Bringing in 8 dragons, dropping in the balloons behind them, strategically placing them so they can get the archer towers, the wizards, and the air sweeper. They can get the expos even better. You've got the Tesla coming, but I'm going to hold off here until just a second when I'm going to put my golem down. If I can get my golem in to get the other air defense, that would be awesome. That is really, really helpful if you're able to do that, to bring in your clan castle troops, the barbarian king, and so forth. Pick off the buildings on the outside. We've got an archer there. use them to get the buildings on the outside, just in case, because you want to get 70%. If you don't get the 100%, or if you don't get the town hall, you want to get the 70% so that you get that extra 100% loot bonus. But got that, 50%, no big deal. All right, let's bring in our golem up here, see if we can get that air defense. It probably would have been a little bit better to bring it in sooner, but for the most part, boom, bringing in the wall breakers, taking that out. Would bring in 6 just in case, and the king and the queen behind them, as well as some archers and barbarians to take out the buildings around the side. I'm not going to be able to get that air defense, at least not as quickly as I would have liked, but that's okay. Able to get in with that golem, especially just like before. Using those golems as the tank is very, very helpful. All right, not much else left here to get, but dragon raids, love them. You'll see some attacks against Townhall 10 here in just a second as we finish this base off. But there it is. Really, really important. You got your level 5 golem in there to take the brunt of the damage. All right, so here it is against a Townhall 10. You're going to be attacking way more of these as you get higher and higher up in trophies. But this is a, look at that, right there. Air defense, going to be taken out. But the other air defense down there, you got to look for the air sweeper. You want to pause, be able to say, hey, where am I going to go? This guy has level 40 queen. Not too bad. Look at the loot on this guy. Man, about 1.6 million. Going to bring in my dragons. I took out both of those air defenses up top. Look at the air sweeper right there in the middle. That is pointing away, and that's what I want to do. I want to get them out of there. I want to point them away, bring in my balloons. And notice, I do not have my king against this base. So as you're climbing up, I am at the point where I'm going to start upgrading all of my heroes, and I'm using a P.E.K.K.A. instead for my king, and this worked out fairly well. Way better than I expected. But bringing in 1 P.E.K.K.A. instead of your king, it works out. I'm using now 7 dragons, 6 balloons, and that is enough to bring in that P.E.K.K.A. about the right amount. So again, using that golem, using the queen and the P.E.K.K.A. around the outside to get that extra 50% for you, because a lot of times you're not able to get the town hall right in the middle on a Town Hall 10. If you can get the 2-star, even better. But this one, not going to be able to get it. I'm just going to get the loot and get out of here. I am at 1 million so far. And this queen is going to take out that wall instead of walking all the way around down there. Sorry, lady. That's lame of you. Why are you doing that? And you'll just have some random stupid things like that happen. But that's okay. All right, we'll speed it up here, and we will get going in there. Look at the loot. She's going to take out the gold there. And will she take out the elixir? That was really nice. She'll take out a little bit of the elixir. We can get all that down, and then get some more of the gold until she gets fried for dinner. Fried queen. There it is. Sweet. About 1.3 million. Only 2 trophies, but that's okay. It's a Town Hall 10. All right, and here we have, this is actually a Town Hall 10 Dragon Raid. Same kind of strategy against a Legend player. It'd be awesome if he was Town Hall 9 to be able to do this, but for the most part, man, taking the same strategy and implementing it against a Legend, you're able to do it. You have a little bit more ability to bring in, say, an extra dragon, higher dragons, an extra balloon, as well as that extra spell. And your king and queen are around the same amount, but for the most part, man, look at this. Same strategy. Taking out the air defense, bringing in the dragons around the top side where the air defense was destroyed, and bringing in the balloons with it as well with the rage and the freeze, and you're good to go. At least a 1-star against a Town Hall 11. I can't wait for the day that I'll be able to do this. This is amazing, Andy. Good job. Like I said, this is a Town Hall 10. So same strategy though implemented against a higher base will be really, really good for you. So this is the Dragon's Raid, and this is the type of strategy I'm going to be using as I push higher and higher in Titans. See how high I can go. But for the most part, those are the different strategies that I used while I was taking my Town Hall 9 to Titan. One of the things you want to look at is your base. Here are my different strategies that I use for my base. This is a Titan 2 guy getting 82% on my base. Pretty sweet. The things that I like to allow is the Dark Elixir on the outside as I am pushing, and that's a big thing because these guys hopefully are tempted by the Dark Elixir. Now this guy was not, because he's got maxed king and maxed queen, but who knows. Allow the guys to come in from the bottom down there, but I had a golem in the clan castle. That was a strategic moment as well, but being able to get these guys all the way around, they are not able to. He did a lava hound, Lavaloonian attack on my base, tried to come in and get both of those air defenses, but was not actually able to get them. So he was able to bring in the lava hounds after that and clear the damage, clear the way for that, but only ended up in 82% here. One of the things I really like to do is put a Tesla on the outside to distract these guys from going all the way around, because it'll eventually pop up and they'll eventually have to go after that. But look at this. These guys are coming down with the slowness of the loons. They are just going to go and totally be distracted by everything else, forgetting about the fact that there is a Tesla up top up there. The Tesla right next to my Dark Elixir is helpful as well, but can these Wizard Towers destroy this? Yes, they can. But you know what? That wasted a lot of time on his end before he was able to get out of here and take only 82%. This Townhall 11 guy, maxed king and queen, was able to get 99% on me. He was able to get 18 trophies, which kind of stunk on my end, but that's okay. He was in a Titan 3, but he got totally distracted by everything around it and was not able to get 100% on my base, even with his go wipe strategy that he was using. He gets stuck around the outside of my base, had to go up there and take out that Tesla up top, which did waste some of his time. But as he is walking around, he is losing a lot of time with his Warden and Golems attacking that wall. And boom, there it is, 99%. Like I said, 18 trophies. No big deal on my end. I love it. It would have been a lot more. I would have been 27 total if he would have actually gotten all the way around my base. Well, that's pretty much it as I took my Townhall 9 to Titan. I sure hope this was very, very helpful for you. Pretty comprehensive strategy of the different types of troop combinations you want to use and the different ideas in terms of your patience, the money that was used, everything that went into taking my Townhall 9 to Titan. Now it is to take it up even higher. What is that going to mean? I don't know. But guys, like, subscribe, comment, do what you do to videos. Let me know how this was helpful to you. And we'll see you around. Definitely, if you haven't checked out my Townhall 9 series, do that. I follow it every day as I take my Townhall 9 all the way up to Titan. I do have a Townhall 2 series as well that I took up to Titan as well. Townhall 2, can you believe it? Yes, I took that to Titan as well. But hope you guys enjoyed. Pelicantacos out.